Peace, love, light, and overstanding. This is Light Warrior here, and tonight I have a short message. Again, this is the Brother Rod Hayes, and this is another short clip. I'm trying to put this information out the best way I can. Um, the brother is dropping the knowledge, and we really need to know this information, y'all. We are at the end of the age. This is it. We need to get our shit together. We need to unify our families. The time is quickly approaching where family is all we gonna have. Okay? So, like I said, this is a short clip. Give me just a minute. I'm gonna play it for you. And please share this information with your families. Please. We need to get back to the ways of our ancestors, the way of Ma'at. So listen up, folks.
That stuck to me was when I heard you say Conjure Wars, and
I went online and I put into Google fast track into becoming a teacher. A 4-year degree was not in my mind at that time.
you went into it, but you only dropped about 2 or 3 clicks on it. So my question for you tonight is, if you could explain to the audience to help the American Indian community understand what exactly the Conjure Wars are and how they are fought. Is it a physical war? Is it a spiritual war? Is it a war that's spiritual in its word, or is it a combination of both? Um, and if you know who some of the players are in that war, um, physically, can you drop the family some on that? Appreciate you,
Okay,
brother.
so yeah, that's a good, excellent question. The Conjure Wars is fought between practitioners of varying different styles of voodoo and sorcery. The Conjure War that we was under, Feathers versus Fezzes, was a amnesia war that was fought by us having to struggle for enough knowledge to overcome the confusion as to who we really were. The agreement, the players, all of the fezzes that was surrendered for the Conjure War are lined up in the George Washington Memorial. You can see them online under images if you pull up George Washington Memorial Fez Museum. And it's going to show you the fezzes. And those are the names of the people on the fezzes that challenged us to a Conjure War. And if you pull up the Pope's most bloody oath, that was their agreement with the Pope to murder the kings, the chiefs, the kings, the princes, and the people of the land, which was us. If you pull up the George Washington challenge, it comes up and it leaves the feathers out of the challenge because it was us that had to discover who we was in order to reclaim our birthright to restore the land, air, and the water. The discovery came in from my part from being a witch doctor and knowing sorcery and being commissioned with compelling all of the sorcerers who had open conjures to close they conjure, which brought me to the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. If you look up Voodoo Cult of Islam, you will see there was newspapers back in the 1900s about the Moorish Science Temple being involved in voodoo. Now, when I started putting the pieces together, it didn't make sense because I'm always been taught that the enemy looked at like pale face. I never knew that the conjure war between us was for one of us to know which side of the water we originate from and where they came from to get here. This is in the George Washington challenge, right? Then they have the secret oath. All of these are documents you can find. The secret oath goes through all of the shit they was gonna do to us. The government is ran according to a book called The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. This is the principles of oppression that is the doctrine of white supremacy. It's a military strategy to use a cat's paw to conceal who the real power players is by giving you Plato's Republic played out in a stage show. So us, we had to become educated enough where we surpassed them in knowledge so that we can realize that we was already here. We didn't come on ships. We organic to the land and we wore feathers, and the invaders, conquistadors, blackamoors, the black nobility came after exile, they wore fezzes and turbans. So now we over here in a perpetual, what they call protracted struggle to remember who in the fuck we are. And I'm here to remind us that we wore feathers, they wore fezzes, we won, they lost, they have to leave, and we cool.
Invest in your future while you're investing in your country at Columbia.
Okay, family. That's just a short clip. Um, if you're able to, and if you would like to, that particular video is Rod Hayes. Only the Chiefs Could Understand Noble Drew Ali is the title. Truth About Conjure War. And this is on YouTube. And the brother is also on, what's the gentleman's name? Black Magic 363 on Patreon. He's also on there. I think it's once a month. That, of course, is for the brother Black Magic 363. There is a fee for that, a monthly fee. But he's not censored on Patreon like they're doing on YouTube and all of these other social media platforms. Anyway, that's the name of that particular one if you would like to listen to it in its entirety and, with your family and friends. And a lot of times our friends are our real family. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to try to take bits and pieces and share it with you because I know people have a lot of stuff going on and time is short, and we really don't have like an hour or two or three to listen to the whole thing. So I'm going to try to consolidate it as much I can and share it with you. But please share this with your family and friends. Thank you once again for watching. This is Light Warrior, and I'm checking out. See you next time.